Good morning, everyone. Let's see if my mic is working. I hope. Yes, I'm up and going. Yay. I'm going to do a few things today, by the way. First of all, I want to know how everybody is doing, but also I'm going to go through some lip products. But I noticed last night when I was online that Sephora is having a really big sale on a bunch of things that I really like. So I want to go through some of them. And I also want to know your favorites. And I thought to keep it a little bit shorter today because I can carry on forever, that I would go ahead and do some of my eye makeup first, because this is more about lips. I've got a little bit of MAC, the shadow stick in the color. Look at me trying to read this while curling my lashes. It's in the color Haku Haze. That's what I have on. And I also have the Morphe palette, which I've been using all the time. I don't understand why this has got 3 stars, because I love it. I use it all the time. It's easy to use. And you've seen me use this in a few of my lives, so I'm not sure, but it is on sale right now for a really good price. This is also on sale. This is the Lancome Iredale mascara. I don't reach for this as much because I do like more of a bold lash, and I find that this is pretty natural looking, but I know a lot of you like more of a natural mascara, natural lash, and I would say that this one is a good one for you. It's not as much thickening, I guess. I tinted my eyebrows yesterday. They're looking so red. And I even added, I used Reflecticil and I added a little bit of granite, I think, or graphite. I'm not sure which is a cool tone, to try to keep them from looking so red, but they look really red. But it's nice to have some color on my lashes and I tinted my eyelashes too. This is the only thing I don't like about this wand. And I think I just have to remember to turn it around, because if I go like this, the wand actually wants to touch my cheek right here, and I always make a mess. So if I remember to turn it around, I can get into those bottom lashes without making a mess on my skin. One of my girlfriends from TikTok, she loves this one. She has a completely different eye shape. I decided that I am going to use my Huda Beauty. This is Easy Blur. It's got a natural airbrush finish. Now I have a drier skin, so I'm going to prep first. You'll see it's a little bit dark on me though, but I was testing it on my skin here. I'm lighter here than I am on my chest. On my tan skin, it blends in nicely, so I am going to use that on the rest of my face. I'm going to prep my skin with the MAC Serumizer, Hyper Real Serumizer. This is going to go really nicely under here. And some of the products that I have today, I've got the new Huda Beauty Lip Contour Lip Stains, and I've been using them, and I have my thoughts. They do stay really, really well. There's one lip, I'll get to it, that it just feels a little bit drier than the other ones. The other ones seem to go on a little bit better, but I really like the color. And I have the lip oils. I have MAC's lip glosses that are more like, they're not sticky. And we'll see if I can get through them. I tried to do this the last time too, and I talked too much. And I have Thrive Cosmetics. They sent these to me, and I want to try them out. I'm going to use a MAC foundation brush. Tell me, what do you enjoy using? Do you enjoy using products more from Sephora, like more luxury, or are you more of a drugstore person? She does have a primer. If anyone has more of an oily combo, you might want to use that. There we go. I don't find that I'm having an issue with matching down my neck. I think that looks really good. But if you didn't want as much coverage on your neck, you could add a little bit of moisturizer with your foundation to add that color down. In fact, I could do that a little bit. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to add just a hint of my Serumizer to just pull that down on my neck and make sure that it's all covered. Like blended, you know, perfected. I actually find that that helps with my wrinkles. I don't know why. I think it's because in my wrinkle area right there, it can look red, and that just tones down the redness, and I think my neck looks smoother now because I put some foundation down there. Interesting, eh? You wouldn't think that it would do that, but I think it does. Let me know if you see the same thing. But I'd like to try new e.l.f. and Merit tinted moisturizers too. Merit has a new tinted moisturizer? I didn't know that. I've kind of really been, I'm not giving up on this or anything. I've just really kind of been allowing myself to breathe a little bit and enjoy the summer. Oh, this is on sale for Sephora too. The Bobbi Brown Color Corrector. This one, that's on sale as well. These are all really good sales. This is Hourglass, by the way. This is Willow. And I've heard a few people say that mature skin shouldn't use this. Here's the thing, if you want to use something that has a little bit more of a dry down, that has a bit more coverage, use it in the areas that you feel you need it. Like, don't go right into your wrinkles, but also make sure you're well hydrated underneath. Because the difference when you're using a product like this under your eyes, let's say, what's another one? Anything that's gonna, like, remember Tarte Shape Tape. For somebody who has dry skin, you can still use that, but use a small amount. Make sure that you're well hydrated underneath. And oftentimes I don't need to powder compared to if I use a really hydrating concealer, I'll absolutely have to powder. And then you're kind of ending up with the same issue, right? Let me know what you guys think. Everybody's skin is different and everybody has a different concern. So I don't want to say that that's for everybody, but for me, it depends on my skin prep. Maybe I won't powder this as much as I would something else. I'm just bringing this right up there. Probably brought that down a little bit low. See, I find that a little bit low, but whatever's left on my brush, I'm just going to pull it over that kind of dark area. And that gives me a nice brightness. And then with my finger, I can just press it into my skin. And my finger does have a little bit of that serum on my finger so I can feel it from the Serumizer. And that's just pressing it in. So skin is looking good. Feel like I didn't get quite the coverage that I'm looking for on my nose. So I'm just gonna go in with a little bit more just on the tip of my nose there. Okay, that feels better to me. Should I try this one? I haven't used a Patrick Ta bronzer in a long time and contour. Let's try it. Gotta always try something new. Oh, and the Morphe brushes are on sale too at Sephora. So many, I'm surprised. Okay, so contour. Let's go right there. I'm excited to show you the lip products. I'm wondering how I'm going to do this though, because they're lip stains. So I may only be able to show a few of them because it works. There was a lady, a woman, really beautiful woman. She's getting married in September and I was helping her with her makeup in art class. And she doesn't wear a lot of makeup and she's really worried about her lipstick staying. The Huda Beauty lip contour and lip stain would really be nice. My only issue with these is that you have to store them upright. So it's not something that you really can take with you in a purse because the purse would have them lying down like this. They almost kind of dry out a little bit if they're on their side. There, that looks nice. Let's go here too. So this Patrick Ta is in the color. She's sculpted. Now I'm going to go on top of it with the powder. Just going to go in with my BK Beauty 104. I don't need a whole lot. Okay, so I have an update, by the way. I did order the Jergens. Who told me that this was good? The Jergens. It does help my self-tan stay longer, but I think I need to get the darker one. So I got the fair to medium. I like the smell and I like the way it feels and it doesn't stay greasy, so that's really nice. But I think I need to get the darker one. Let me know if you have tried that before. So I picked the fair medium because I am fair, but the self-tanner that I use, like I like a little bit more color, obviously. So lesson learned. Let me get on with the blush and then we'll get on to the lips. Oh, and brows. I've got to do brows. So when I tin my eyebrows like this, I have to go lighter with my brow product for sure, because it's quite a bit darker than what I normally have. So that's when I go back to my Kosas. This is the Micro Kosas Brow Pop Nano, and I am in soft brown. Another product that's on sale right now at Sephora is this one. This is the Make Me Blush by YSL, and this is in the color 37. I think it's coral. A few other products that I really like. One of my favorite perfumes is on sale right now. So that is the Giorgio Armani My Way. I really like that one too. I don't wear a lot of perfume. I like it to be light. That one is a little bit richer, like more, it's the intense, but I just spray a little bit and it lasts all day and my husband likes it. This shampoo Pureology is on sale as well. That's one of my favorites. I've never bought it from Sephora because I buy it from Cosmoprof because I'm a licensed hairstylist, but that's a good price. Really like that one. Pureology. Do you buy professional hair care products or do you just buy them from the drugstore? That's something I'd be interested in knowing too. Oh, I really, really like this and I used it all. This is the Briogeo Scalp Revival Charcoal and Coconut. Let me show you one more and I'll get back. I did all this last night thinking I gotta share this with everybody. Lancome is on sale as well. So from $77 to $57.75, another really good one. And I actually own that one, but I think I have it in the wrong color as usual. So that's on sale too. I've been using a lot of the MAC. Actually, the MAC, I use quite a bit of Harmony. Harmony is so pretty. Oh, this is Ginger. I'm not going to use that one. That's really pretty as well. Let's use this one. This one is Cheer Up, and it's kind of like a cushion blush. Can you see it pushing it? So you can use your fingers, but I use a really dense brush with this. And it's buildable. It's really nice. And I find that it stays. Harmony. Harmony is an OG MAC blush. But I can use this as, actually, let me start off with that. I'll show you what it looks like even over top of this. It can be used as a bronzer blush. I'll use a Sigma F89. So I use a dense brush because it's kind of like my fingers. I don't like using my fingers. And it just allows it to spread a little bit easier. It's kind of going over that. Oh, this is my bad side. I just don't like showing you guys anything on that side. Let's go on this side. So yesterday, what did I do yesterday? I went shopping with my daughter and I used this kind of instead of bronzer and contour. So over top of this, you're not really seeing it, but without the bronzer and contour from Patrick Ta, you would be able to see that. It's pretty, right? I think it's so nice. So I'm just gonna use the same brush. Actually, I should kind of brush it off here. And I want to pop it with, yeah, this one. So I'll just go on top a little bit. I'm going to be so colorful on my cheeks. Yeah, there's something going on with my body that I was on fire yesterday. I don't know what it was. I went shopping with my daughter and I caught a glimpse of myself in the mirror. Where'd we go? A couple stores. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I was so red. But it wasn't from my makeup. I don't know what it was. It was like an internal heat that was happening. Do I have it even? I feel like good enough. I want to test out this Prada. I'm very, very blessed, very lucky to have Prada send me. Oh, I forgot. They gave me a highlighter as well. The packaging is so pretty too. This is the Prada Light Glowing Powder. I did open it and just touch it a little bit last night so I could be prepared. Really pretty. Let's see how this looks. Actually, I think that's going to be really nice. I often will use these on the eyes too. Just saying, like that would be a beautiful eyeshadow because this is pretty big. If you get this, that's going to last you a long, long time. Unless you wear makeup a full face every day, which I don't. This is a Sigma High Cheekbone Highlighter. Look at me, F03. So I don't want a lot. Oops, I need to see my... I can't see very well on that side too because my monitor's over here. That's pretty. It's elegant. That's what I look for. It feels creamy, but it's not creamy. Very pretty. Does anyone wear highlighter all the time? I kind of forget about it sometimes, but often it's because my blush is dewy, my skin care is dewy, so I don't really think about it too much. That would be really nice on the inner corner too. Something, because I'm not a big like I love sparkle, but I don't put so much there. Let me put a little bit there and we'll see. It does have a scent, but it's not like an in-your-face scent. But with the lipstick it's like it's right under my nose. So of course, I smell it a little bit more. So if you're sensitive to smell, be careful. I feel like my eyeshadow's not exactly spot on there, is it? I did it so fast. I was like, I think I got to keep this a little bit shorter today. So I really kind of slapped it on. Don't judge. Yeah, that's really pretty. Let me just blend that with an empty brush right there. I don't generally go under here with a highlighter, but let's just see. Anyone else put it up there? It is elegant enough to do that. Like I don't generally want to bring a lot of attention there. But yeah, it's just got that nice glow, eh? Yeah, I like that. That is a win. Really pretty. And of course, it's going to have my fingerprints all over it. Now I want to show you the lips. So this is a lip oil. It's a glowy oil and stick hybrid that melts onto the lips up to 24 hours of care and hydration. Good for dryness, stick formula. Micropixel Pearls delivers a soft, diffused glow. Passion fruit oil soothes and hydrates. Bifidus extract helps strengthen the lip barrier. Isn't that color really pretty? Let me try the clear one first. I can smell it from here though. Okay, so this one's clear. Is it a pH balance, I wonder? Or pH reactive? I doubt it. Let me go back. This is white pearlescent. And it's just pretty. It's just something to put in your purse. It feels very, very nice. And that's it. That's all it says. Good for dryness. And this color is, I believe it's rose bubblegum pink. Yes, I believe so. I'm excited about this one. Pretty. I didn't have to go over it that many times. It really is like a one and done kind of thing. I just wanted to make sure I got the color on properly. Great summer color. This would be something that I think my mom would really like. She's not a big lip person or makeup person, but it just adds that little bit of color. What do you think of that? I don't like really talking about money because I feel like it's a personal preference, and if it resonates with you, get it. If it feels good, get it. At the same time, would you spend money on something like this? I'm kind of curious. I wonder how long, because I kind of just dab it off. Does it have any kind of staining power or anything? No. Okay, so that's the new Prada. I'm really loving the highlight. That's my favorite thing out of all of that. And they did gift that to me, so I want to say thank you to them. That's really kind. Let's do Thrive now, because this one, these look like they have more pigment to them. There's not a lot on the little thing when I pull it out. Let me just prep it a little bit. Oh, you don't need a lot though. Creamy, pretty, not sticky. It's got a little bit of thickness to it, but not in a goopy thickness kind of way. I like the brand. I like what they stand for. I like, they're very kind to me, but even still, even if they weren't, even if they had no idea who I was, I like the brand, and they give back. So I love that. And this is the color Kaisa, I believe. That's pretty. Again, just to stick in your purse, put on, hydrating. This is more of a brown, which is really pretty as well. I often go for pink more than anything. Let's go into here. Okay, I really like that actually. That adds nice color. I actually prefer that more than the pink, I think. And that one is called Khaki, only spelled differently. That's a good one because that adds enough pigment to my lips that if I were out and just wanted to throw something on, there we go. Let's try some of these MAC glosses. Now, I will say that I really like them, and they're good for if you don't like stick. But I like a little bit of stick because it, to me, keeps it on longer. So these don't stay as long, I find. I have shown a couple in my last live stream. There is a clear. I'm not going to bother with the clear. Maybe I can give that away, actually. Can you guys let me know, do you prefer a lip gloss that has stick to it, like a little bit of substance, or do you prefer something that doesn't have a stick? This one is Snobbish 223. That's pretty. That's pretty too. I really like that one. That one is called Aesthetic, and I like that one. That goes nice with the blue, I find. I do need a lip liner though. I would always wear a lip liner with this unless it just wore off. This one is Instinct. And I know I'm not gonna like this one. I doubt it. Yeah, this is too warm for me. I don't feel good in these colors at all. Actually, but that's not bad. And I think it's sheer, and that's why I don't mind it. Would I ever reach for this? Probably not as much as the other ones, but it's pretty. Actually, it's quite pretty. I'm making a mess. Oh my God, again. I'm going outside the line. They're glosses. They're pretty. They feel nice. They're not sticky. They're MAC, and I love MAC. Anything MAC, I love. Oh my gosh, I'm such a mess. And one more. This one's a little bit darker. This one is called Quality 229. My lips look so much thinner by doing this. If I had a lip liner, it would be completely different. So speaking of that, let's do the Huda. This one I believe, by the way, is a plumping though. Lip Gloss Blow. Should I try this? Let's see. It smells nice. I do find that MAC, even if it has a scent, it's very mild and pleasing. Like it's not a perfume smell. Okay, that has a little bit of tingle, but not much at all. So if you're looking for like that bite, this isn't gonna be it. It's actually quite comfortable. I'm gonna show you this one. This is the one that I feel is a little bit dry from Huda. And this, I like it though. I love the color of it. This is called Baby Pink. And I noticed Babs Beauty, she said the same thing. She felt like it just didn't have as much of a liquid feeling as this one does. Let me get all the goop off of my, not goop, all of the slip off of my lips. Okay, so it has been in my little thingy that I showed you. And they're coming in so handy, but well, let's see, because if it doesn't show up right away, oh no, that feels better now. So I can't tell you how long these will last. That's the thing. But I can tell you that they last a long time on the lips. It is 4:41. I got ready this morning and had my nail appointment at 12:15, and I reapplied the gloss. So this is what the lip stain it looks like after 2 applications of the gloss. I have drank and I have had a booster juice, but I haven't eaten yet, so I haven't tested it out with anything like that. But so far, I feel like it looks really good. Final check-in. This is after pasta with oil and butter and garlic and everything. So it is still on, I still have color. Can't talk though. Yeah, I think it's really good and my lips are comfortable. There you go. And I feel like as I'm getting to this point, it's drying out. It feels like. And I don't have that issue with the other colors. So I'm gonna go on to Rosewood. And I have not had an issue with this, so we'll just keep this. Let me go on this side. It definitely has more liquid in it. It's almost like the other one just doesn't have as much liquid. It's funny, I don't know why. This is the one that I wore in that Instagram video. And this one feels like, oh, there we go. I shook it a little bit, but that's kind of a pain, isn't it? There we go. That's better. Don't get it out of lines. Better. Now, this will stay. So if you're going to a wedding, for sure it will stay. Or out to dinner or whatever, going to work, whatever you're doing. I do love the detail that you can get with this. Okay, so now let's put a lip oil over it. They come in different colors, and I'm not gonna put all of them on because they're pretty much the same. Like, let's show you. This one, clear. They do smell good too. This one has more of a peach, but does it show up as peach? Well, kinda. That is Juicy Peach. This one is Juicy Pink Baby. I'll probably do that one. And it does have a high shine. And it's very comfortable. I really like that. That makes me happy. That's what I wore out the other day. And it stayed. I should let this sit for a second and see if I can take it off. I do have my micellar water here. It'd be interesting to see how how it comes off, if it comes off. Let's do a paper towel. Hold on. Okay, it just ripped. So let's pretend, yeah, see? That's really, yeah, see? Absolutely nothing comes off. And it doesn't feel dry either when the oil's off. It's like you don't have anything there. Okay, so let's see if I can get this off to try something else. And that's a good one. What did I say that was? That was rosewood. I wonder if I'm gonna need an oil to get that off. This is the Garnier Micellar water. Kinda, not really. Okay, it's kind of getting there. Okay, let me just mute that out a little bit. So they come in many different colors, which I love. I love that Huda Beauty is so inclusive. I've got soft nude, toasted brown, rich brown. This one is warm brown. Let's try this one, toasted brown. This is so nice for the darker colors because, well, some of the darker colors will last, like if they're really matte, but they're not stains. They're more of a thicker consistency. This is definitely fluid, like it's a liquid. So no texture feeling on your lips at all. Danessa Myricks is also on sale, the Yummy Skin Serum Foundation. Gucci lengthening mascara is on sale. Anyone try Gucci? Wouldn't mind trying the Morphe lip pencils. I'm curious about those. Those are on sale for $8.25. Again, I was never a fan of Morphe, ever. But those eyeshadows have really changed my mind. It gets me a little excited. Say Beauty is on sale. The Glowy Super Skin Tint Foundation's on sale from $60 to $42. Huda Beauty Lips. Fenty Beauty, their Fly Longwear liquid liner is on sale for $22.75. I really, really like this. I love a dark lip, and I always get nervous wearing a dark lip because I'm afraid it's gonna get on my teeth or it's gonna get on the coffee cup. We don't have to worry about that with that one at all. Yeah, nothing. And it doesn't show texture either. Yeah, yay. Do you like the shine? How do you feel about the shine? I feel like you might as well face it. You're addicted to love. What is it, Robert Palmer? I feel like one of those girls. Kind of don't want to take it off. I do it. Let's try a red though, if I can get this off. Hold on. Oh, somebody's home. Even wiping that off. Yeah, ow, I'm not gonna get that off. Yeah, I'm not gonna get that off. Never mind. I'll do it in maybe I'll make a short video or something and show you the red. I feel like that gave you some information on the new lip products anyways. Everyone have a great day, and I will see you later. Bye.